This is who you are based on your elementary school supplies. If this is your notebook, you spent your time at recess drawing pictures for your teacher to hang up on the classroom wall. You want to be an artist, but you'll go to school for psychology, you'll get married at the age of about 25, and now you have an Etsy shop. If you have to borrow a pencil from your teacher to take a test, you're probably not that interested in school and you just go because your parents make you. You do enjoy recess though, and you'll probably end up being like a truck driver or go to trade school and be an electrician, but honestly, those are pretty well paying jobs. Being school smart's not the only way to be smart. If this is your backpack, you've had this backpack for the last 3 years, you're the youngest of 3 siblings, you play on the school's basketball team, and you will major in business and get a job at the local logistics company. This is your pencil case, you're in all honors classes, your parents want you to be a doctor or lawyer or both, you have asked for more homework on more than one occasion, and you always over stress about the test and then end up getting 100%. This is who you are based on your elementary school supplies, part 2. Your pencil eraser looks like this. You have an undiagnosed anxiety disorder, you're the oldest of 3 siblings, and both your parents work, so you kind of had to be a parent at a young age. You went to school for nutrition and you got your degree, but you've never used it. You have a superhero backpack, you're always more interested in art, but your parents made you play sports, you cry really easily, but you've learned how to hide it. Your favorite subject's reading and literature, and you'd rather take a bath in acid than do a math problem, and you went to school for marketing because it seemed like the most fun degree that would appease your parents. Multicolored sticky notes, you say you want to be a marine biologist, you made your parents take you to school when you were sick because you were not going to give up your perfect attendance, and if you get anything less than an A+, you'll be very disappointed in yourself. You have pencil grippers, you're an only child, your parents are a little bit overbearing, everything you brought home from school went on the refrigerator, and your first week of college you got a tattoo and a piercing, and your parents were not happy about it. Who you are based on your elementary school supplies, part 3. The 64 pack of crayons, you always brought it to class, especially when it wasn't necessary. Your parents are divorced and they're always trying to one-up each other. You spend your time at recess drawing portraits for people, and you want to go to school to study criminal justice. You had Disney character backpacks, you were heavily involved in dance or gymnastics, and it kind of became a personality trait. Your mom was heavily involved in the parent-teacher association, and you always got your teacher Starbucks gift cards for the holidays. Mechanical pencils, you were really good at math and science, and you hated spelling. You wanted to be a video game designer when you grew up, but your parents said that's unrealistic and wanted you to be an engineer. You also had slight ADHD, and your parents made a way bigger deal about it than it needed to be. You had a Space Maker pencil box, you were the middle child and felt forgotten about a lot. You only went to school for lunch and recess. You play an instrument, and you want to be a rock star, and you're going to move out of your small town the second you get the chance. This is who you are based on your elementary school supplies, part 4. You had these eraser caps, you're super organized and you can't handle when things are out of place. At recess, you just sit on the ground with your 2 or 3 friends and talk the whole time. You hated gym class, and you had one older sibling that you were always unfairly compared to. These gel pens, you doodled all over the margins of your notes, and you definitely missed a couple things. You live with your mom and your younger sibling, and you hate when you have to spend time with your dad. It's a treat when your mom takes you through the McDonald's drive-thru, and you want to go to school for architecture, but you'll end up going for social work. If you had the 5-star folder, your parents are really smart and clearly expected the same from you. They wanted you to take the SAT in 7th grade just to practice. They're super harsh about screen time, and you really want to be a roller coaster designer, but you'll go to school to be a data scientist just to appease them. One of these pencil sharpeners, you have really beautiful handwriting and you're really proud of it. You're really detail oriented. You felt like growing up your parents were a little bit busy to pay attention to you, but you had one teacher that really saw your potential and really encouraged you to follow your dreams. This is who you are based on your elementary school supplies, part 5. You had the skinny markers, you always colored inside the lines, and your art projects look amazing. You call yourself shy, but you have a couple close friends, and that's really all you need. You want to be an artist when you grow up, but you tell people you want to be an animator or a graphic designer because you've been told it's more realistic. And looking back, you realize you had depression as a kid, but your parents didn't believe it could happen to someone that young. If you had the bendy pencil, you faked a headache more than one time so you didn't have to go to school. You're pretty good at math, but you don't really like the other subjects. You want to be a firefighter when you grow up, and you begged your parents to get you this pencil at the Scholastic Book Fair, and it does not work. If you had the stapler, you're the oldest sibling. Your parents are always checking your grades and freak out if you have anything below a 95. You're always going to your best friend's house to get all the snacks your parents won't let you have. You want to work with the CIA or FBI one day, and you've been in music lessons since you were a little kid, and you don't know how to tell your parents you're kind of over it. If you had the blue glue sticks, you love art and music, but you're not very good at either one. You want to move to New York or California one day, but everyone says they're too expensive. You had an older sibling that went to the same school, and teachers are always mixing up your names, and you'll go to school to be a teacher. This is who you are based on your elementary school supplies, part 6. If you had the multicolored Sharpies, your notes were obsessively color-coded. Your parents forced you into honors classes because your older sibling did them, but they're a little bit tough for you. You really love art, and you want to be an interior designer when you grow up, and now you're obsessed with Pinterest. The clear ruler, social studies is your favorite subject because you like the stories. Both your parents work, and sometimes it feels like they don't have enough time for you. You really like music class, and one day you want to be a songwriter, but you're afraid to tell people because you've been told it's unrealistic. The Hot Wheels backpack, you don't really pay attention in school, and you only go for recess. You're really good at sports. You have a lot of energy, and you've been told you need to calm down by multiple teachers. You want to be a truck driver or mechanic when you grow up, but your parents are both doctors, and they say you're going to have to go to college. With this calculator, you put 8008135 and flipped it upside down to make people laugh. You're well liked, and you're really funny, but you don't feel like you have a lot of close friends. You live for summer, and you hate when the school year starts, and you want to be a veterinarian or an engineer because that's what your dad is, but really you don't know what you want to do. This is who you are based on your elementary school supplies, part 7. The marble notebook, you're really good at science. You have a sibling that you're unfairly compared to because they're very athletic. You want to be a marine biologist when you grow up, and you're really close with your dad because your mom pressures you to be something you're not. If you have the Mr. Sketch Family markers, your dog's your best friend. You don't think you're very popular at school, but people actually really like spending time with you. Your parents are separated, and it's been really hard on you and your younger siblings, and you want to be an artist when you grow up, but you'll settle for psychology. You're the purple glue stick, you love making crafts. The talent show is your favorite part of the year. You love literature or reading because of the characters and stories, and you're bound to drop out of college, marry your high school sweetheart, get married in a year, and open an Etsy shop. You had the multicolored pens. First of all, these never really worked. Second of all, you would color code all of your notes, but you could never really read the orange or yellow. You went to school for business and ended up getting your master's, not because you wanted it, but because you weren't really ready to enter the real world, and now you work at your uncle's office as an account manager.